people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough.
This is the Patriots Prayer Podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
PPN, you're doing the right thing.
On the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
PPN on your bumper.
I'm Tom McDonald. This is the Patriot Prayers Network. Check it out. Lots of good TV. Lots of cool people. Tune in. Keep it locked.
I'm the white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My Patriots the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. The same mistake and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them. There's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't obeyed. My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this particular installment of the Patriots Prayer Podcast. And we got none other than Theotis and DJ with us today. And I know they have been in our prayers a lot lately. People have seen the news, and everybody's wondering what's going on. And, man, we been praying really hard for your family. But if you wouldn't mind, tell us exactly what is going on, because we're hearing it from the media, but you know, I'd rather hear you tell exactly what the reality of the situation is. What are we facing?
Well, I mean, put it this way: the top of his cancer that he got, they don't have a cure for it. He's got a rare cancer, his brain and spinal cancer. He has tumors and cells all over his brains. He's got some underneath the spinal cord they can't get to. But you know, a few months ago, the doctor said that DeVarja had 3 new tumors, and that's all we knew at the time. But of course, you know, tomorrow he has an MRI tomorrow, and so we'll see what happens. So hopefully, you know, they didn't grow, and the medicine may be able to put it to sleep, but it does put the cells to sleep. Now he does here. Lean forward real quick. Come here. He does have the original spot where they took that big massive tumor out in his brain. He does have a new tumor there again in the same spot. He has one over here and he has one back here. So like I said, as long as they don't grow, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's not affecting him or anything like that. It's not, you know, nothing changed so far. I mean, he sleeps a little earlier and stuff like that. But other than that, he's still the one that makes the corny jokes and rub ball heads and give people hugs, and just tries to want to make people to be nice to each other and think about what you got, what you doing, and how you doing it. You know?
Definitely an inspiration to anybody going through anything. I mean, I feel like a punk if I call out of work with a cold now based on after I meet this kid. I'm like, man, there's nothing I shouldn't be doing. Any of this guy, like if he can get up and keep going and keep smiling and keep fighting, and I better get over this cold. You know? But you know, you're an inspiration to a lot of people, DJ, a lot of people. And you put out a message the other day. You put this message out. Let's take a look at this message.
You know, Jason Aldean, because we're trying to do a country show down here to raise money for kids for cancer.
Laughing a little bit more with every mile.
So, rumor has it, on good authority, that people very close to Jason Aldean made sure he saw that. I have it on very good authority. So, you know, my brain works a little different. I love doing the shows, and I have a big heart for people, and I just wanted to call up and say a prayer with you the last few days, and But I heard when he put that message out, I said, my brain went into overdrive. Like, how can I help? I called Aldean's booking manager. I sent emails with the video. Then we reached out to Tom McDonald because Tom had did a song with John Rich. So we know that John Rich and Jason Aldean they're very good friends. So when Maurice reached out to him, he's like, yeah, he's already on it. He's already on it. So if John Rich got the message, Jason Aldean got the message. So, I feel pretty good about the fact that you might be seeing Jason Aldean pretty soon. I hope that's the hope. So, guys, if you have not saw that message from DJ and you're on X, go grab that message and tag Jason Aldean in that message. We need to just get all up in his inbox and as many of us as we possibly can and let them know let's make this happen. But it's for an event. And I just happen to talk to you and your event organizer, and the Patriots Prayer are happy to be a part of that event. And the first one is going to be in Houston. Can you tell us a little bit more about it? Because we'll be flying down.
Oh yeah, well it's a concert to try to help people out through dark and hard times. Give you a little one time to come together out of a lot of troubling times or discouraging events or times or whatever, and times of need. So what we're going to do is we'd like to try to get a cancer concert to help children that's going through cancer, parents that's been through the battle, and try to we're going to pick 10 nonprofit companies to hopefully hopefully we're going to donate to them from whatever money that comes in, and help people out, that's going through tough times, can't pay bills, even seniors, if they're living on Social Security, they don't have enough to, get groceries and stuff like that. We're going to donate that to an organization that will actually disperse the money to the people that's in need, not for their own selves. So if the nonprofits that are coming in, and we select them, we know that they've been vetted and they're doing exactly what they need to do with that money, and they think about the people, not themselves, and that's what it's all about. We're trying to do this concert to try to help everyone, and it helps us through everything, especially myself, because I ain't gonna lie to you, this, like I was saying before, this has been a hard road, but I had to figure out a way to kind of like soothe myself through this, and all the people that's giving us support and the smiles and laughters and pictures taken, rubbing ball heads and stuff. I just sit back and just take it all in, and it's helping the Varjay. And that's why he's more further along than he would have been if we wouldn't have just took a positive route on everything. So this concert is just an appreciation and a support, showing that, whatever you're going through, curveball, if God, gives you something that you feel like is a setback, there's a reason behind it, but, you still have to stay positive. So turn your worst day into your best day. And for some other folks out there, let's try to put differences aside and let's come together and let's celebrate and show support for each other, because I know we can do it. It's just a matter of won't you do it. But we would love for everybody to come.
See, and that's the thing. We're so much better together, but they love to divide us, and they use all sorts of things to do it. And people get played emotionally. They're tricked by the media, who's not their friends. So if there's anything that we should be able to come together over, it should be this one issue. It's kids. It's helping the communities, because the antithesis to that, or the opposite side of that, is the chaos that we've seen tear a country apart. We're all weaker for it. We're not better off as a result of the division and the chaos and all the propaganda and that sort of thing. This issue, this is a very simple issue. This is a concert and an organization to help people and help children with cancer. And if you cannot be against something so basic as that. So it looks like we lost them. I'm sure they'll pop right back in. In the meantime, while we're waiting for them to pop back in, we will be going down to Houston. I believe it'll be in July and or August. And we look forward to this. We look forward to this quite a bit. And Steve, I see in the comments it's going to be in Houston, brother. So you'll be right there. And I will definitely ask if you can meet up with him. There you go. So Steve has sent a message. I'll throw it on screen for you. He said, ask you guys if he made it back into town and he needs to meet up with you. Because I believe Steve has a gift for DJ.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I remember that Steve had a gift for DJ. So
okay,
we're gonna make that happen. And he's down in that area. So when me and Maurice fly down there, I'm sure Steve will be able to make the drive. And I will, Steve. He said get you guys in touch with a text or something. I'll make sure that happens. And we got one other character involved. I call her a character because I've known her since she was knee-high to a grasshopper. But Michaela Montgomery, and Michaela is going to be making an appearance. MCing. Is that what we were talking about? Michaela going to MC the event? How funny would that be, man? She is such a personality. She is such a person. Did I ever tell you? So I went down to Atlanta. We had that rally we went to, and we went to breakfast. And we just go into off street corner like Waffle House type thing to have breakfast. And she walked in and she talked to everybody in that Waffle House before we had a chance to sit down. Every single person in that Waffle House. How you guys doing? She is such a character, but she is able to squabble with the best of them. She will go into the lion's den and come out unscathed. So to hear the things that we talked about privately with her on the phone and how she would approach those things, it's going to be fireworks. It's going to be something to see. I see big things for her. I see an office in the future for her, for sure. I say for sure. I see big things coming from Michaela, and she's going to be joining us on the network. And I know she expressed some interest in doing some things with you guys and helping you out as well with the project that you're getting ready to launch later on. We don't want to let the rabbit out of the bag too soon on that one, but you are planning a pretty big move pretty soon.
Yes, I am. It's already in the works already. So
that's cool, man.
Tell you to sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready.
And DJ, what are you looking forward to the most, brother? What are you looking forward to at this event the most?
Mostly meeting new people, hugging people, and rubbing bald heads.
Rubbing bald heads. Well, it took me a long time to grow this little bit out, so I can't. I used to keep it that way. You go back about a year on the podcast, and I kept it that way. But I started seeing this going further back, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna grow it out while I can. One last time. We'll see how long I can keep it. But Michaela is going to be perfect in that role of MCing, and I know you can't wait to see her. I know you can't wait to see her. I can already see that. So, Jason Aldean, most likely, hopefully, we're all praying that he's going to make an appearance. But who else is going to be at this event?
Chris Darlington. He's a sheriff. He's a country singer. He wants to reach out to another one named Raina Roberts.
Okay.
Rick Trevino, Blake Shelton. And,
Blake Shelton, they going star-studded.
Yep, and I think his name is Jeff Ballbridge.
Man, that's what is the event going to be called?
Kind of looked at like it's probably been I'm on your bumper tour or something like that.
I'm on your bumper. Names, that's perfect. That is perfect.
Yep.
I'm on your bumper tour.
Yep.
That's awesome. You going to be on stage, DJ? You going to get up there and grab a microphone? We're going to hear DJ sing.
Yes, sir.
What you going to sing, brother? You got a song in mind?
I still have no idea.
Well, you get on stage next to Jason Aldean or any of these people, man, and that's a that's a memory of a lifetime. And I'm glad to see that things are coming together, and people with big hearts are doing what they can to try to make this come to pass. And we'll absolutely here at the Patriots Prayer Network do everything that we can to get the word out. Steve's going to meet up with you and give you something. Maurice is in the comments. Maurice said, first of all, he said that Michaela will be perfect to MC the event, and looking forward to meeting you, DJ. But to tell you what, my head is far from bald. I think you have a hard time getting Maurice to shave his head. That's his hair is a big part of him, man. So, but you can I definitely give you a little rub when I see you, brother. I can't wait for it. I made something for you, and I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. Here we go. Check this.
Tell you it's gonna be easy. Don't let anyone tell you they know what it's like. They say get out on this town, meet somebody new, get lost in a crowd. All I see is you. Don't let anybody tell you it's gonna be easy. And that's the trouble with a heartbreak. It's gonna hang around, leave you midnight, breaking down, wondering how long that it's gonna take getting over her. It's a can't drown, whiskey down, kinda hurt. Yeah, you can burn them four wheels up on that road, but there ain't nowhere her memory can't go. That's the trouble with a heartbreak. Yeah, that's the trouble with a heartbreak. A heartbreak, yeah. Think about where she is, who she's driving crazy. Driving me crazy. Can't see her rear view sunset without thinking about us. Girl, I still think about us. That's the trouble with a heartbreak. It's gonna hang around, leave you midnight, breaking down, wondering how long that it's gonna take getting over her. It's a can't drown, whiskey down, kinda hurt. Yeah, you can burn them four wheels up on that road, but there ain't nowhere her memory can't go. That's the trouble with a heart.
Well, I wanted to put that out there for you, man. That was that's a little Jason Aldean tribute to you. Man, you touched so many lives. You touched my life. I'm not gonna lie. The way that you approach every day with a smile on your face and always a joke to tell, hitting on women twice your age. You are a character, brother, and the country loves you. That is a fact. You have been an inspiration, and I think you'll continue to be an inspiration, and we're going to continue to pray for you and to pray for your good health. But let me ask you something, DJ. What is your prayer life like, brother? Do you have a real good faith in God yourself?
Yes, sir.
And how much of a role does he play in your daily life?
Pretty much a lot, because he sends me messages. Like, for instance, on my 13th brain surgery, he gave me my wings, but he said, I'm going to take these back because you don't get these until you graduate the school of life.
You know, I've been through some pretty hard times in my life too. And the number one thing that got me through it, even in the worst parts, no matter how far gone things were, I'm sure they'll come right back. But God played a role.
Okay, there you go.
And no matter how lonely or heartbroken or whatever I was, Jesus was right there with me. And it was in my worst times that I felt him be the closest.
You can hear him.
I can hear him. So do you experience that when
Can
you
you hear me?
pray? Yeah, I can hear you.
No, sir.
You experience when you're praying, you feel that closeness with the Lord.
Yeah.
Are you able to?
There you go.
I can hear you. So, I was asking if you have that bond with Jesus where you feel like you can hear the Lord speaking to you when He sends you messages.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if someone else, if another child is going through what you're going through, how do you keep your good attitude, looking forward to the next day, and with the jokes and everything, no matter what's going on? What is the secret to that, DJ?
Well, there's no really and truly, there's no secret to it. You just gotta believe in God real good.
And elaborate a bit. Like, let's say in the worst of times when you may have just gotten bad news, or any of that, or a kid that is going through that, what would you tell him? What would your advice be to him, to that child? Because somewhere right now, a child is getting news for the first time that's devastating. And what would you say to that kid?
Believe in God, stay safe, stay positive, and always believe God.
And your positive energy, that's what's gotten you this far?
Yes, sir.
They say laughter is the best medicine. And I think sometimes we take that as just a saying, but I think it's so much more. It's so much more than just a saying. And you got a lot of people in this country praying for you, man. So I really do have nothing but high hopes for the outcome. But we'll know what that is tomorrow, right, Theodis? That's when that.
Yep.
So
I'm thinking what we'll do, because we don't have nothing to hide. We ain't never been like that. So like I tell folks, I stand on my square. So I'm a different type of person. But I even said, once I get his MRI, I'll even post a picture of it, because you got some trolls out there that think that this is not real. No, it's very real. I know it's kind of odd that you think that a kid that's in this position, is moving around so good and so quick to respond back to people and make jokes and stuff like that. But it's possible. All things is possible as long as you stay positive and believe. But it also has a hell of a support and a foundation, which is right here. And I just ain't the one to give up. I just, if we throw our hands up driving the car, we get into a wreck. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and just keep it going, keep my hands on the steering wheel, and get it over with. And that's what we're gonna do as long as we can go and the gas is full in the tank. So the parents out there that's going through this, I know what it feels like to get that news in that little room with the doctors, one kneeling, one grabbing your hand, telling you, your kid's got 5 months to live. It's like, you got to be kidding me. You get mad and want to scream at everybody, and you're mad at everybody in the world. But you just got to stay positive and just try to remember that, however you do and how you feel, your child picks up on it. So stay positive. I know it's rough and hard, but you got to stay positive. Keep everything normal as possible. Take them outside, spend time with them, enjoy them. Because you never know when it's going to be, either that last or, what your next endeavor is going to be in the cancer journey. So, like I said, that's the parents, just try to keep them as normal as possible and don't stress yourself out.
No, I get that. And some parents just have to stay strong for the sake of the child, because the child will definitely pick up on that energy. And that's what I get when I see the two of you. When I seen you raise your son over your head at that event when he got the Secret Service badge, and the look on his face was priceless. It was priceless. What's the name of that lone Democrat that didn't break to the pressure?
Her name is Miss Congresswoman Lauren Gillen. She's from New York, and I actually took DeVarjay back up to D.C. to actually have a one-on-one meeting with her. She hugged him. We met her husband, the kids, and everybody. And then we went in, and then she took him out to the house floor again where we were at, but on the opposite side of the building. My eyeballs was like this. Are you serious? And I asked her, what side of the building is this? Oh, this is the Democrat side. I said, for real? I said, okay. I said, I swear to God. I said, I said, I can't believe I'm sitting on this side of the building because this is where everything was transpiring, but it looks different. And so she took him on the floor, and she walked him around a little bit, and um, she had a few of them come up there and talk to him, and everybody else really wasn't paying attention to him, but it didn't matter. Like she told me, she said, I bet you're wondering why I sat there and was supporting you all and everybody is because before I come to my office, I am a mother first. So she is a mother herself. And she said she stood up for what was right. And I said, ma'am, you are the epitome and the example of a pure, strong woman. She is a strong woman to sit there and stand up, regardless if her colleagues stood up or not. And I really appreciate that for her. And I wish the other folks would take a little bit of notes of that, because that's showing compassion. And, we really, really appreciate her and President Trump and First Lady and everyone that was there that night that stood up for us just to be recognized, and everyone else that was there too in attendance that were being recognized too. So we're definitely indebted to them. And we were honored by, like I said, President Trump, you're amazing. And we really do appreciate it, First Lady, Miss Melania, and everybody.
Let me ask you, and we definitely want to give credit where credit is due. That lady didn't bend to the pressure of her party. No. And she had compassion in that moment. And she was the only one that actually did what was right and human. The only person that did what was human. So I applaud her, no matter what side of the aisle she's on. It don't matter. What matters is the humanity. And if we could get back to that, where right is right and wrong is wrong, and all the other stuff can take a back seat, we might be able to fix some of the problems the division that we have in this country. It wouldn't be such polarizing politics. But let me ask you, did you guys have an opportunity to meet Barron?
No, we didn't. He wasn't there. We were looking for him. We were hoping so. I really wanted to see how tall he was, So, unfortunately, but he did run into, like I said, Elon in the hallway, and his mouth they took a picture with him, his mouth hitting the floor. So another thing is, shout out to Mr. Elon Musk. We do, the Tesla Cybertruck is amazing. I ain't gonna lie to you. So we're probably one of the spokesmen for the vehicle, but yeah, it runs wonderful.
You're not the only one. You are not the only one. I don't think I started wanting a Tesla so bad until everyone started hating on so much. Now I just want one.
Oh, yeah.
I just want one. And who knows? Elon could bless you with one tomorrow. But the event, the On Your Bumper Tour, we're going to start it off in Houston, and then it's going to New Jersey.
West Virginia.
So we have Nate Kane in West Virginia, who's a part of the Patriot Prayer Network, and we're going to try to make that happen. Yeah. And then you're also going to Florida,
Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. We got a whole thing on there. We're gonna hit the West Coast as well. We're gonna try. We're gonna try our best to see how many states we can cover, so we can share the love and support for everybody.
You got to come to Vegas, man.
Oh, that's done. He's already been sworn in with North Vegas, so he's got to go out there and get a hug and some bald head rubs out there too. Nobody's left unrubbed on the head.
Well, I'll tell you this much: you get to Vegas, I'll be your boots on the ground here. I know a lot of people, events, whatever you need, permits, we know everybody. So I would definitely.
We like for you to come. So remember, so
I'll be anytime you want me, and I can be there. I'm there. Okay. I'm 100% in, and on the back end too with the other thing, you already know everybody at PPN is going, and we're growing. Maury said he's in Washington State, and he says I'll give you a ride. So Maurice has got this big 40-inch tire truck that he likes to go mud bogging and that sort of thing. And he said, if you go up to Washington, you got to ride in the truck. He'll be right back in a second. I know his phone is acting up a little bit. Maurice, we're going to try to make that happen, brother. We're definitely going to try to make that happen. And the event, just so people know, once again, is the first one, I believe, will be in July or August. and then we're just going to keep on where the event, right? So it's going to be July at the earliest, August at the latest on the kickoff.
Yep, and then we're going to continue on.
Yeah, so and we'll be there. We'll be there every step of the way. You want us there, we're there. I'll cover it. The idea for me is I would like to be able to come and interview everybody that's taking part in the event and be up, back there talking to different people and sit downs and give you fair coverage because you already know. We're going to give you fair, on the scene, real coverage. And Maurice is looking forward to it. I know Steve is going to be looking forward to it. What was it that Steve promised you? Steve was going to give you something. And it was, I don't remember what it was, but it was something that he brought back with him from the Middle East. Something that he had on his tour. Do you remember what it was?
No, sir.
Now I'll remind him. Well, he remembers. He already said he remembers. So I'm going to take a quick break for a sponsor. We'll be right back in 2 seconds. Here we go.
Welcome to Shop with America, where the emphasis is on America. Our movement is to switch away from your shopping with the big box stores and the mega corporations back to supporting family-owned, made in America. We've been giving these big box stores our money every day for years. But what's happened is they've forced many small businesses to shut down. We call this the illusion of choice. We see all these products in these stores, but in reality, it's only a few companies that control it all. There are thousands of lawsuits for health damage because they put profit over our people. But there is another choice. We found a better way. There's a family-owned American factory with product integrity and have always done things the right way for the right reasons. And this company outperforms the big box stores. That's due to their month-to-month shopping club. They make everyday consumer products that we all use and buy again and again, like toothpaste, shampoo, coffee, and organic beef. Go to shopwithamerica.us today.
Guys, we'd really appreciate it if you go check out our sponsors. And the cool thing about those guys is they're not asking you to buy anything you already don't buy. Dish liquid, soap powder, soap, toothpaste, whatever it is. Just buy it from Americans, made in America, with none of them harmful chemicals in it. Everything that they do is part of that Make America Healthy Again movement. Check them out at shopforamerica.us. Now, you guys got some, you talked to me a short bit ago about some people, and guys, check this out. This is terrible, but this is how messed up people are. Folks have been profiting off of DJ's name and likeness, selling keychains, hats, asking for donations, things like that. Tell us about this.
If you go on TikTok, they have stores created. They have sweatshirts, bumper stickers. They even got to where they're taking donations. Some of them acting like they're me, and I'm never on social media. I've never had social media before. And, his is verified. I mean, you see the check on the side of his stuff. They made a meme coin. I didn't even know what a meme coin was, but some young fella called my phone, and that was when DJ had leaked the number, and he was like, "Did you know that the crypto world's going crazy over this meme coin? It made $30 million." I was like, "Yeah, right." He said, "Let me send it to you," and he sent it to me, and then he was like, "Yeah, we need to try to get you to do something else and this and that," and then they cashed out on the 30 million, created another one that made 17 million in like the next 3 days. And I was like, I can't believe people out here making money. And here, we don't know him or anything, but they're profiting on his struggle, all of our struggle and everything else. Me being a dad, trying to figure this out, and trying to make it better. We don't get paid for nothing that we go to. So if anybody offers us money, like to pay us, and we won't come. That's not why we do this. We're not like these other people that has money driving them. If you want to help us with the rooms, the gas or something, we'll take that. Or if you want to say that you want to give us a little blessing for coming out, we'll take it. But we don't do that. And so it's just ironic how people that don't even know the DJ is just making money and profit on it. Here he is going through all this pain and agony, and I'm losing sleep. I don't, and I'm on the road constantly. I'm taking 200 milligrams of caffeine pills every 4 hours to try to get him where it needs to go, making funerals. I mean, you name it, we getting it done with whatever little bit that we got, because it has to be done. And we don't have any excuses. We got to get it done, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. You don't know how long you're going to be here. We all don't. And he's especially, he's got his back against the wall. We don't know what's going to happen. So I literally sit there and sacrifice everything that I have to try to get him to wherever it needs to go. But people are making money on him. And this is one of the main reasons why everything's falling apart, because people put money before their own integrity. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Crazy.
And it's crazy because the social media world has turned people into some of the nastiest, unsavory type of people that has no feelings, but they selfish and think about themselves. They'll do anything for likes or views on their social media accounts to make money. But why would you want to do it on him? Him of all people, us. We haven't done nothing to nobody. We don't bother nobody. We're just trying to make it easier for somebody else because we're going through so much right now.
The cool thing about this is that we have a lot of internet sleuths, people that can figure things out. So guys, listen, I got an assignment for everybody that watches the Patriots Prayer Network. Let's find out who these people are that are making jewelry or whatever the case may be, bumper stickers, meme coins, and putting DJ's name on it, profiting off of his likeness. In some cases, making millions of dollars. DJ hasn't seen a dollar of that, and they didn't ask permission. And so we definitely want to find out who these people are, and let's expose them. Let's expose them together. Let's figure out who they are, because there is something that can be done about it. For sure, there's something that can be done about it.
Yeah, because all they have to do is just ask. I mean, it's like, we don't put money before everything we do. We don't go to sleep at night praying to some money. We pray to God himself. So all they have to do is just ask. Me being the dad, I just feel like I'm so disrespected. It's like you made a manly decision for me, and I'm a man myself. It don't make no sense to me. I'm his father. Come and ask before you do anything. Most likely we'll just tell you, don't worry about it. Yeah, just get it done and just do it the right way. But just taking it, it's okay. Put it to you. I'm going to compare this. The way the border was being jumped, right? It's the same difference. People are cutting in line and doing whatever the hell they want to do. It's no difference from us. You sitting there, you don't want to respect the process by giving us a phone call and then just jump the whole process and make products and sell it. It's no different. So am I feeling disrespected? Am I feeling taken advantage of? I am. You should have respected the process and do it. Now they ought to be creating problems for them, and I think they should put in something legislation to get these people and put them in jail. I'm sorry, I'm very cutthroat. I'm cut and dry. Thieves are probably the worst people that I could even deal with. I can't stand them because you can't trust them. Jesus, you couldn't leave a quarter around because they'd be stealing all of it.
Yeah.
And I say it's just bad. It's just horrible how these folks just taking money and there's nothing happening. A person creates a crime out here, they just get a slap on the wrist. They get a free bond, $100 bond, a PR bond for violent crime. It's no difference. And you wonder why all these people acting stupid out of stealing at no will. They're walking Family Dollars and steal. They don't care. Yeah. So this is pretty much the mentality of the folks that's stealing, that's just making money on the VRJ,
Well, we're going to do the best that we can to figure out who they are. And I'm sure there's existing legislation that will prevent someone from using you on a meme coin and selling your likeness. I'm certain there has to be something that you can do, some way that you can sue over such a thing. They can't, they had to register it. So somehow or another, we can find the individual responsible and make them pay. And they should pay. And you're right. A thief cannot be trusted. They are the lowest of the low, especially a thief that would profit off the back of a child with cancer. You got to be the lowest of the low to even think to do something like that. So yeah, let's figure out who this is, folks, and see what we can do about getting DJ some justice and his father. Outside of that, you're going to be looking for us down in Houston, out in New Jersey, West Virginia, Florida, and wherever else it is that we're going to go. And I can't wait to meet you, DJ. I can't wait to give you a big old hug, brother. I really can. It's going to be awesome to meet you guys for the first time. And we're going to be bringing Michaela with us. I don't know if your dad told you,
He did.
You did?
Yes,
So
sir.
you're gonna get to see Michaela in the flesh, and she's looking forward to it as well.
Yes, sir.
So, any parting words you got for anybody out here, DJ?
Thing message.
Well, I do have to say for these Democrats to stop being mean to Mr. Trump and stop being mean to me. And I don't see why they being mean to me. I'm just a 13-year-old. And can we get along?
Why do you think, DJ? You're old enough. Why do you think that they are being so mean? What do you think motivates them to want to say some ignorant things like Jasmine Crockett did, like the hosts of the Breakfast Club did? What do you think? Why do you think they would do something like that? What do you think's on the hearts and minds of somebody that would say some mean stuff to you like that?
They don't like to mind their own business.
That's the truth. That is the truth. But it's evil intentions. I feel as though if everybody just got back to God in this country, it would solve a lot of the problems. We wouldn't have so much division and controversy and right versus left and all these other things that we have to divide us. We are stronger as a people. And I don't think that your situation has anything to do with right or left. It has something to do with good and evil. And it's very much that simple. Good people are going to stand up for children, and evil people are going to be exposed because they are not going to. They're going to take the opposite or the opposing viewpoint when it comes to standing up for children. So they expose themselves. When they said what they said about themselves, that says more about them than it does about you. Always remember that, because that's who they are. That's something wrong with their hearts. And but we got something for them. We got something for them. We'll wait to put that out, but we're not going to stop exposing people who do things like that. So with that said, guys, and I'll let them pop back on before we any last words, Theotis, before we get out of here?
And you know what else is that this great country of ours is called the United States of America. This isn't the individual states of America. And you know, they said united we stand, and they didn't say individuals stand by themselves. But you know, if we can just get these folks to try to stop thinking about themselves and think about other people, then we'd be further along. Put your personal difference aside. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, when you get a job or elected or whatever, you know, you let the job or position get the best of you. But you got to think about this. That's a job. You can be out of it the next election. So why are you being sense to us? So hopefully, you know, maybe they'll come to a Jesus moment. And I've reached out to them, and we've extended olive branches to them to just meet up with us, or, you know, take a picture, hug him, or do something. And you know, a hug goes a long way. But some people just don't, just choose to be nasty, and I don't understand it. And it's kind of like this: a narcissistic person. They're very manipulative. They'll sit there and slap you and turn around and say, well, I didn't slap you, but you just felt it and you saw the hand hit you. Mm-hmm. So they run and play victim all the time. Like we need to get out the victim mentality and stuff, and stop trying to act like having a single child syndrome. You know, that's what I call it. And grow up.
That's true. You know, there is that only child thing that typically I've noticed it throughout my years. That's for sure. But yeah, we're looking to try to figure out reasons to educate people, not eradicate anything, but bring people together, and love can do that. And I hate to sound so corny, but it's true. It's very much true. Maurice had a question for you earlier, and I didn't get a chance to ask you, but he asked me to ask you, DJ, what if you had a spirit animal, what would that spirit animal be?
I don't know what that is.
A spirit animal means it's like if you had the spirit of an animal, you know, like you got the heart of a lion, a wolf, or whatever it is, what would it be for you?
A lion, because they can tell people are lying. It's in the name.
Yeah. I love you, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you guys. Look forward to that big hug that we're eventually going to get. Yes, and I can't wait to be in Texas. I love being down there. So we'll be looking forward to that. Stay in touch, and we'll keep pushing to get Jason Aldean that message. I feel really good about this, brother. I feel really, really good that Jason Aldean is going to get that message. So I would stay very positive on that. You want to say something that might get to him? What's your message for Jason Aldean?
Well, I hope you got that message, and if it hasn't got there, I'm still on your bumper.
Yeah, Jason Aldean, he is on your bumper. So thanks so much, guys, for taking the time. I know we did this kind of impromptu. I appreciate it. And every one of us here at PPN do appreciate it. And guys, don't forget, we are taking PPN to the CUE Broadcasting Company. That is going to be happening very, very soon. We're getting ready to sign that contract today. So thank you so much to every one of you for supporting us and getting us to the next level. And thank you to CUE Broadcasting for even considering us. So guys, go take a look at them at cuebroadcasting.com, and we'll be putting out that link very soon so that you can join and subscribe. And we appreciate it so much. DJ, we love you. The country loves you, and we can't wait to see you, brother. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My people of this country, and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough.
This is the Patriots Prayer Podcast. It's a tremendous show, one of the greatest shows in the history of the world.
This is Bryson Gray, and you are watching the Patriots Prayer.
PPN, you're doing the right thing.
On the Patriots Prayer Network. Thank you all.
PPN on your bumper.
I'm Tom McDonald. This is the Patriot Prayers Network. Check it out. Lots of good TV. Lots of cool people. Tune in. Keep it locked.
Know where I stand. I'm the white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog. We don't give a what. 100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog. We think that you suck. My Patriots, the craziest. They ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip. The same mistake and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them, there's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem. Smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms. Fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave to the grave. United States, we love the country that they've been corrupting. Go woke and go broker if you ain't awake. My people of this country, and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flag.